So this is one of those life hacks that I found where if you cover the steps with tarp, instead of shoveling your steps off, you just whip off the tarp and the snow goes flying. But the problem with this place is I only have one way in and one way out. So I have to do it a little backwards. You can't climb up the steps on tarp. Obviously it's wet and slippery. So I have to put the tarp on the steps one by one as I go up the steps, and I just have the logs on it to keep the wind from blowing the tarp off. So I can tell you why I don't like this already. 5 minutes later, I realized I left something in the car. And in about 30 minutes, I'm going to have to go out and get some water. And it's more of a hassle than anything else because I only have one way out. To add to that, it pretty much stopped snowing as soon as I put this out. It's easier if I just leave a shovel in here and I knock the snow off the steps with the shovel. This is not an area where it really snows that much, so it's not really a big deal. I just wanted to try it out, and I'm very quick to decide this is not the way to go. It's just too inconvenient. If I have to go outside to dump the compost toilet, or if I need water, or if I just forget something in the car, it's just a pain in the butt to remove all this. Yes, I guess I can get it down without putting the logs on there, but because I'm renting this place, I really don't want to do anything that may cause me to lose my deposit. And I'll just use the tarp for the router for the Starlink. It's weatherproof, but I'll still use it because it makes me feel like I'm protecting it more. But what I decided to do now is I'm going to leave the tarp on there without the logs. And if the wind blows it off, oh well. But if it doesn't, it saves me a little trouble. And I also have to remove the tarp down at the bottom because my original plan was I would have space right below the steps with no snow. I can just push it all off of the tarp, but there's no way to walk on the tarp. It's way too slippery, which I had expected, but I didn't realize, to be honest, it was going to be as slippery as it is. So I'll just cut this later during the week and just have it covering the steps. And I'll give it a shot this winter. And when I get a lot of snow, I'll show you how I swoosh the snow.